Hey guys, it's Ray, and this is my SL8 Tarmac comp level bike with some key upgrades. So if you want this bike to ride really well and feel like that Pro build, I wouldn't say S-Works because the S-Works carbon is different to this. So let's run through this. So you're running on a 10R carbon frame here. The new S-Works is 12. The SL8 S-Works. The compliance of this bike is really nice. It's comfortable. I did change the handlebars from the rigid aluminium to the repeat cockpit, which has got a compliance in this area. So when you're in the drops, it does feel like it does bend a bit, which is really cool for those long days. But when you grip here and on here, it's stiff. So for climbing and sprinting, it's really nice, and it's aerodynamic. I've changed it now to 38. I like a narrow bar system with a 115 stem. So that narrows me up and elongates me out to the measurements, which body geometry said I should run. Also, in putting the cockpit on, you tidy up the spaces on the bottom. It doesn't look so disturbing when it's got the normal Tarmac stem on it, but the cockpit does clean it up a lot. The saddle, I changed the comp saddle to a S-Works saddle. That is a big saving. It's about 100 grams you save there. I changed the rotors from the 105 rotors to XTR. The XTR, why XTR, not Dura-Ace, is because the XTR is lighter and it doesn't warp under a long descent. I find the Dura-Ace rotors to rub a bit after a lot of braking or emergency braking. You can hear them rub. The chain and cassette I will change later, but that is the standard 105. So is the cranks. I will get a 4A power meter on the non-drive side. That is also a cheap upgrade for very valuable data. And then the big upgrade here would be the wheel set. I've put an Alpinist CLX 1s on here. I was worried about this wheel set being slow and sluggish, because last time I rode it on a Athos. The Athos is a very compliant touring bike, not a race bike like a Tarmac. And actually was well surprised. These wheels do not lose speed as quick as if they're on the Athos. I had the Athos S-Works and I really didn't enjoy that. It wasn't my favorite bike coming from a racing background, and I can really get aggressive on the bike with my position. So yeah, the Athos is a bit upright, and it's just not my bike. It's the same as whatever you want to choose in life. It's sometimes it suits you, sometimes it doesn't. This shift is pretty cool, and if anyone puts a little rigid derailleur hanger on the back of their bike and says they can feel the difference, they're probably lying. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this bike, this build that I bought out of my own cash money, and it's probably the deal of the century at the moment with the price specials and what you can get from a really budget build. It feels premium. So yeah, we went down Bainscliff yesterday. Here's some footage. It tracks exactly like my previous Tarmac SL8 S-Works. And on the scale, it's a bit heavier, 300-400 grams. But hey, I'm not racing so much. So yeah, I'm happy. Pocket's happy. And it's a cool bike. And the red. Lastly, the red. On the website, depending on what screen you're viewing on it, so I've looked on my iPhone, I looked on computer screens and everything, it doesn't do this paint job justice. It looks like a matte red color on the internet, but in the flesh, it's like a metallic, almost like a Red Bull summer can. It's really cool. So yeah, it's my bike.